It's time to look forward. Taylor Swift imagines what it's like to be a man, and the reviews are in on the Wawa burger.
Welcome to the Hopefulist, a daily talk show hosted by veteran broadcaster Wendy McClure. Join Wendy each day as she shares her life lessons that transformed her from perpetual pessimist to the ultimate hopefulist. The perfect morning show to get you caught up on the day's top stories while sharing insights that will lead to positive transformation and bring out the hopefulist in you. For more inspiration, visit Hopefulist.com. And now, here's your host and hopefulist, Wendy McClure.
Hello, and welcome to a Tuesday. It is February 18th, 2020, day 158 of Gotta Get on Ellen. I sent Ellen another video yesterday. As I was watching her show, I was seeing some of the past times that she has done all of her scaring. She loves to scare her guests. One of the funniest and most famous is Taylor Swift, who I will be talking about in a little bit. But she has really, in my opinion, gone it too far in some situations. So I'm thinking about calling her out on it. What do you think? Do you think that would get her attention? Do you think it would make her mad? Do you think that she would have me on her show and try to scare me to death? I say it can't hurt at this point, right? Just be kind of like, yo, Ellen, what's up with all the scaring? People don't like to be scared. It's just mean. You say spread kindness, but yet you scare the bejesus out of your guests all the time. How is that kind? Right? I don't know. It might make her mad. Make her aware of me a little bit more, probably. We'll see. I'll mull it over. If you would like to give me your 2 cents on that approach, then let me know on the group page. So Taylor Swift has dropped a new video. This is a song from her album that was released last year. Loving that album, by the way. If you have not checked it out, I think it is a very wise investment. I mean, I'm a bit of a Taylor Swift fan, so I might be a little biased, but this song, oh my gosh, I'm very into, women being treated the same as men. This song is the perfect comparison because even someone like Taylor Swift has so much to overcome in the business that she's in just for the fact that she is a woman. And that's really all I'm ever saying is women get treated differently. Women have a different standard. And she demonstrates this perfectly in this song. You have to really listen to the lyrics. But it's a great song. I shared it. I did not share it on the group page. Maybe I will do that. But if you get a chance to check it out, it is an acoustic version of the song, The Man, live from Paris. Must be nice. The coolest part is the crowd is singing along with her the entire time. So, like I said, this album's been out for a couple months now, so I know all the words to it already. I would assume that her younger fans would know it even better than I do. So it's kind of cool that it's the first video for it, and everybody's already singing along. So if you get a chance, check that out. Even if you're not a Taylor Swift fan, I think that this message in this song is really important. So if you're into this kind of thing like I am, I think that you will appreciate it. On to some other interesting news, and this I did put a picture of up in the group page if you would like to check it out. KFC Crocs bucket clog. Oh my word. Now, I'm not a fan of Crocs to begin with. People obviously are because they still sell them. Not only do they still sell them, they're coming up with new, creations of them, like the KFC Croc. It looks like a bucket of chicken. It looks ridiculous. As if Crocs weren't stupid looking enough. Now we're going to put some chicken on top of Crocs. Stupid, in my opinion. But again, I would never be seen in Crocs. I don't like them. Some people love them, and, that's great. Some people think that Ugg boots are the ugliest things they've ever seen. Well, that's what I live in the wintertime, and I don't care who thinks they're ugly. I love them. They're comfy, they're convenient, they're easy to slip on and off. I'm going to keep wearing my Uggs, and if you like your Crocs, you keep wearing your Crocs. But I would like to know if you would give the KFC Crocs a chance. I'm not thinking I'm going to get any yeses to this question. Maybe I will. I don't know. Maybe you're, crazy and zany and you would like to wear these, on a nice little outing this summer. Or maybe you don't even have to wait till summer. Throw on a pair of socks. Wear them now. Good on you. You do you. You do what makes you feel good. I don't know how much they cost. I don't care how much they cost. I'm not even halfway reminiscent of a consideration when it comes to these. But take a look at the group page and check them out. Let me know if this is something you would consider wearing, even if it's for like a party or something or some kind of joke. Is it something that you would consider paying money for? I'm interested to know. Was scrolling through Facebook yesterday, came across a NewJersey.com article reviewing the new burgers at Wawa. Apparently there are no locations in New Jersey where they are testing these new burgers. Apparently they also have chicken sandwiches and waffle fries. So the guy said he, took a trip. I think there was one in the Washington Crossing area that he went to, give this burger a go. He wanted to give it a try. And his exact words to describe the burger was, are you ready for it? Beyond awful. Beyond awful. Not even awful. Beyond awful. This is his description. It tastes like a Salisbury steak from a TV dinner with a limp, textureless, and bland. Yeah. He said the cheese was like plastic. He said the chicken sandwich is even worse. I don't know how it could be worse. It's really not a good review at all of the burger. He said the waffle fries, pretty terrible as well. They weren't crispy. There was really no seasoning on them. So, like I said, I'm not really sure if Wawa has a grill. And I'm almost positive they don't have a deep fryer for fries. So my guess is they're microwaving all this stuff. Now, he did say that the roll, the bun of the burger was pretty good. He said, but when the bun/bread is the best part of a burger, that's not a really good thing to say. So I can't imagine that a microwave burger, and again, I'm not positive, but I don't see any grills at Wawa. They are obviously trying to keep up with the times and trying to offer more selections to better compete with their competitors. This is probably not the way to go. Sometimes, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. They have come out with some interesting stuff. I think they do cheesesteaks now. I know they do quesadillas and they do paninis. Their fancy coffee line is, I think, right up there with Starbucks. In fact, I actually prefer their fancy coffees over Starbucks. We haven't had one of those in a while. Maybe we'll do that this weekend. Got a little treat. Head to Wawa for a $4 cup of coffee. Yeah. We don't have many $4 cups of coffee around here. I did go to have coffee with my friend Lisa yesterday, and it was at a little coffee shop on LBI, and they're pretty popular place called How You Brewin'. It's actually called How You Brewin', but Joe and I always say How You Brewin', because Joey from Friends, how you doing? How you brewin'? I'm sure it's a little play on that. Just saying. So it's a cute little shop. They just expanded recently. And they have these big, comfy chairs that you can sit in and kind of relax. In fact, the chairs were so big and so far apart. Yesterday, I almost couldn't hear my friend talking. I was like, wow, we're really far apart in these chairs. But even there, and it wasn't a fancy coffee, it was just regular coffee. Even then, I think it was $2.25 a coffee, which I guess isn't terrible. Still more than Wawa, but it's better than Wawa coffee, some would say. I'm not a coffee connoisseur. I really am not. I like my coffee weak. I like it flavored. And I recently started using creamer. So, yeah, I like to doctor it up, which tells me I don't really like coffee. I do like coffee, but it has to be, my way. That's why I prefer my coffee at home. I know exactly how I like my coffee, and my husband can make it exactly right. I make my own coffee sometimes. Come on. He's better at making my coffee the way I like it, though. He really is. So, if you're worried about missing out on the burger experience at Wawa, I wouldn't worry about it too much. It seems that the reviews are not that good, beyond awful. And the chicken sandwich, even worse. He said that if Wawa would have had their chicken sandwich come out at the time when the chicken sandwich wars were going on between Wendy's and Popeyes and Chick-fil-A, it would have been a slaughter against Wawa chicken. We'll move on to my topic. I wanted to know because as I was having coffee with my girlfriend yesterday, she was telling me about a vacation that she's got planned coming up. And she said that this time they're not doing an all-inclusive. And she says, they usually do go with all-inclusive. And for the longest time, I was like, that's the way to go. Go all-inclusive. You don't have to, worry about your meals. You don't have to worry about drinks. You can lay by the pool, order drink after drink after drink. But I had gotten into a debate with somebody one time about, all-inclusive versus going off on your own. And her main point was, and I had to give her credit for this, she said the food sucks in all-inclusives. Yeah, I have to say that's pretty accurate. The food is not really good. I have been on a couple of all-inclusives, and you might get a couple of things here and there that's not bad, pretty good, but you rarely have an amazing meal. Sometimes, some of the places will have fancier restaurants as an option. Sometimes you have to pay extra for them. Sometimes you don't. And there's a possibility that you can get a good meal at one of these places. When Joe and I were on our cruise, the first night we were on the cruise, we went to one of those fancy restaurants. Oh, it was terrible. My meal wasn't terrible. My meal was okay. Joe's meal was terrible, and it took forever. I'm telling you, we waited like a good 45 minutes to an hour for our food. And that's why for the rest of the cruise, I'm like, let's just go to the buffet. It's just, it was all that wait, all that trouble, and it wasn't even a good meal. So if we're going to have a bad meal, we might as well do it on our own schedule, at our own convenience. When I've been to the Dominican Republic, I remember going to a fancy restaurant one night, and I do remember a caprese salad that I really enjoyed. But other than that, nothing really sticks out in my mind. So, no, you probably are not going to get top-notch food choices when it comes to an all-inclusive. One of the good things, well, there's a couple of good things about all-inclusive, is, if you like to drink, especially, some nice frozen daiquiris or pina coladas by the pool, you can just drink those all day long. And they're so watered down, it really doesn't affect you all that much either. So that's one good thing is you don't have to worry about paying for your drinks as you go. Another good thing is you know exactly how much you're going to be spending. A good tip, though, too. speaking of tips, is if you are